Hi, you guys. Thank you so much. Those that actually subscribe to this particular channel. I thank you so much for being over here. I hope you guys are enjoying the vibes. I know I've been away for a minute, but I thought I'd get back on here with a live reaction video. Those who know me, they know me. I am Ice Therapy. This is my backup YouTube page. My real page is Reaction Therapy. Those that rock with me, I appreciate you. And if you see this video, just hit replay game and leave your girl a comment. But we'll go to the thing what we're here for. We're here about my Jazzy Life. Miss Jazzy Life put out a video. She basically was telling the people how she, so basically that YouTube is her only source of income. I don't believe that by once. No, no, I don't believe that because her views ain't viewing at this particular time. Jasmine pretty much tells us that she does DoorDash, whenever she needs it in order to supplement her income. That's a cool, but at her age, I don't see how she feels like that's sufficient enough. I'm pretty much waiting for Jasmine to, realize that her channel, she can turn it around. You got to really, if you're going to be a family channel, put out family content. Getting up there and actually, making random videos and showing around in your house, that doesn't make you a family channel. Jasmine has the pretty much the traffic over there, but she's not holding them over there because the content is boring. If you want to get some inspiration, a lot of times you can look at other people. I ain't say copy. Now, if you want to copy, you can do that, but don't do that because a lot of people pretty much call people out for doing stuff like that. But yeah, Jasmine is very, very boring. I try my best to go over there and watch Jasmine. She don't want to improve herself. And the main thing I don't like about Jazz, she pretty much lets her last child, she let him go around with no haircut. That's a no-no, especially as a mom. You should want to present your children in the best light day to day. And you definitely should do that when they're on camera. Because your children are a reflection of you. And if you don't, to the point that you don't care anything about your kids, that says a lot about you. Now, it used to be a lot of videos out about Jasmine and her parenting. For some reason, those videos went away. Nobody actually saw those said videos anymore. But here's the thing. This particular video that she's putting out, she pretty much putting out a false narrative. I see what she's doing. She's trying to get traffic to her channel. Do what you got to do. But that whole video is basically clickbait. Jasmine knows that the strategies that she's trying to tell people to use, they are not going to work. Because if it had to work and she pretty much knew what it was, I'm pretty sure she would use it to make her channel a little better. That way she can get some more views over there. Now, Jasmine has this unhealthy relationship with the reactors. She really don't like reactors and certain reactors that she has came for. But she has realized that reactors are doing their job too. A lot of people can bring traffic to your channel. If they speak on you, people try to figure out who that is they talking about. So, a lot of time bad publicity is just as good as good publicity. But in this case, Jasmine has gotten the worst end of the stick all the time because she puts out the content and then gets mad because people speak on it. If you're gonna put out a video, at least have enough, decency to edit that video. Make sure the video is pretty much along the lines of whatever you're speaking about. And when you ask people when you go live what they want to see, deliver what the people tell you. That way they'll actually want to stay over there and get entertained. A lot of times they'll go and tell other people about your channel. I don't understand how she got all them subscribers and she not doing nothing with it. I think when her ex left, she pretty much lost her spark. They pretty much had that little channel where they actually was a couple. Now people would come over there and watch them, actually be a couple. But allegedly they're saying that the dad is no longer there. So I think she pretty much just posting whatever, just doing whatever. If she would clean up her act and decide that she wanted to make her children look better for the camera, people will watch. They would engage. And the reason why I say this is because I look at a lot of different channels that are actually family channels and they bringing in the views. Jasmine has been on here for several years. She should not be at 100K still stuck there. She ought to be almost at 2K. But she would not put forth the effort. She wants to do the bare minimum. Look like she want to do that in life. I don't understand or see how she wants people to believe that she living off her YouTube income. There's no way. Only way she's surviving off that income is maybe if she getting other sources of income. Now, allegedly, they're saying maybe the kids get SSI checks or whatever else. I don't know. I'm getting people, business like that. But something is helping Jasmine along besides YouTube, because YouTube, the numbers ain't, the math ain't mathing. I've tried for the longest time to sit back and watch her. I watch reactors. They be giving her pointers. She don't take it. Jasmine want to go back and forth with Olivia. A lot of times that's the only time she get views. That's okay, that's cool. But when you gonna, give out some real content? Anybody can go back and forth with somebody, but what do you have? You have real content that the people actually want to look at and see. Cause I don't go over there. If I hear something about Jasmine, I either watch that video and I make a reaction, but most time I see it on the reactors page. And I look. But her and about three other content creators over here, I only watch them through reactors. I don't really give them a actual view because I don't. If I go to your page, I go there for a reason. I want to be entertained. Now, when she do the drama with Olivia, I hear about it, but I ain't. It don't excite me. Now, back in the day, that was a Kiki. We watch her do her big one, go back and forth with Olivia. But Jab need to realize that going back and forth with Olivia is not going to make her views shoot up. That what she think that's the sauce that gonna make her channel pop. That's not what's gonna get it. You gonna have to turn your channel around, make it a positive channel. Actually put out decent content. Keep yourself in the algorithm. Jasmine might give us maybe two videos, maybe. If she pushing out 4 and 5 videos a week and they're actually good videos, that'll bring traction to her channel. But that little boy coming up there with no haircut, that's a no-no. Because I have a child myself. Ain't no way I'm presenting my child to the world like that. And you think it's okay. The little boy, he's a nice looking little boy. Now the other kids, I think they pretty much stand afloat mainly because the dad and his girlfriend, they pretty much are involved in helping out. But Jasmine do the bare minimum for that little boy. Now I don't understand for the life of me why she won't put his dad on child support. That's what he ought to be. That's some help for you right there. And it's to the point now that even if she don't think something's up with her son now, allegedly, I think maybe she want to get him evaluated, her last kid. That's income too. But I'm waiting for the day that Jasmine tell us that she done got a job. She claims she has a degree in kinesiology, but she obviously look like she not using it. She pretty much want us to go back down memory lane about how she used to be a basketball player. That's cool. It's okay to think about what you could have been, but you got to think about the future because at the end of the day, you're a YouTuber. We want to see certain things. And if you ask somebody something, deliver it. If you can't deliver it, move on. Now, me personally, I think that she should just let you leave YouTube alone. Go get her a job and come back refreshed and start again. But we all know that Jasmine not gonna do that. Jasmine, she live for the internet. She pretty a lot of reasons why she's still here because she want to prove people wrong and piss people off. Jasmine is pretty much if she's holding herself accountable when she cut her camera off, she look at her views. She know her the math ain't mathing over there. Now a lot of people say they don't think she on Section 8 or some type of assistance. She gotta be on something. Cause her views ain't that good that she able to maintain her bills like that. She ain't fooling me. Something going on over there. And it show ain't to the point that she's getting the views. Olivia get more views than Jasmine. But I know what it is why Olivia get the views because people like watching a shit show. If you to the point you got a shit show going, people are gonna be entertained. They ain't going nowhere. They gonna hype you up. They gonna do the most. Now I noticed for a while she was over there on TikTok. That's not a bad avenue for her because Jasmine like to dry big. So capitalize on what you like to do. Go over there and battle. But see, Jasmine don't like to do no type of work. See, battling requires work and having some type of personality. And Jasmine really don't have a personality. So I don't see how she has lasted as long as she has on YouTube. Her time been up, but you cannot tell her that. She want to stay on here, try to prove people wrong. Now, as far as the last video she put out, I didn't like it. That's why I'm making this video. Jasmine need to quit playing these people faces. She need to be trying to put out decent content. When I said decent content, show us what the kids did for the actual summer. Show us get ready with me. Show us also that you getting the kids the help that they need. Show us videos like that. That's what we want to see. We don't want to see you up there pointing at the board telling us that you living off YouTube income and this is how you're doing it. We don't want to see that type of video for you because if we're using our brains, we realize that what you're telling us is not to the point that it's going to benefit us because obviously it has not benefited you. It's the right message, wrong messenger type situation. But when your actors speak on Jasmine, I go over there and I look. You know, 'cause a lot of them they be spot on, but Jasmine not finna listen. Jasmine thinks she know everything. Now, as far as that man that she was with, that was the best thing ever happened to her when he left. But she ain't gonna see it that way. She think that, he did her wrong. He did. Girl, that was the best thing ever happened to you. You supposed to did your big one. You supposed to glowed up, gave us amazing content. But you can't do that. You too busy worried about what Olivia got going on, and you to the point that you're trying to be besties with Christy. No, ma'am, you cannot be besties with Christy. Cause you gotta realize that Christy is your competition. When you realize that, then maybe you can push out decent content and you can move forward and do what you need to do as far as YouTube is concerned. Now, with that being said, I'm not saying I have the best channel. Because at the end of the day, I'm just a reactor. I come over here and when I see something, I make a video. If I don't, I ain't gonna worry about it. But yeah, Olivia's is doing her big one over there. We waiting to see whether or not Olivia is gonna have the new baby and see what she does with it. Hopefully she went up there with a plan. She's trying to get housing because her living off her mom, that's not looking good for her at this point. But I already know what Olivia gonna do. Olivia gonna probably eventually get her a place or a little spot. She gonna stay for a minute, and when she get tired up there, she gonna move somewhere else. She should have stayed in Texas so she could be near her kids. That way she actually could see them. But Olivia don't use her brain. A lot of folks say, well, she went to California to be near her mom. I mean, that's still a dumb idea because you got to live at your mom's house. You don't have your own spot. And I'm pretty sure the actual place she actually moved from, she probably broke the lease. In fact, I know she did. She went out at least. Olivia not too long had got that apartment. So she should have stayed the course and waited her lease out, then left. Cause last I checked, California ain't going nowhere. Now staying with her mama, it gonna work for a minute, but with Olivia's personality, it ain't gonna last too long. Now they're saying that the grandmother is pretty much, I think allegedly she's a little sick, so I guess Stella is taking over and helping her out. But AJ, he be doing his big one in the bag. He giving her hell. I'm waiting the patient to see when she had that baby. I want to see what Gamer Bay does or whoever the baby daddy is. Cause I still am clueless. I don't know who the baby daddy is. I don't think she gonna tell us who the baby daddy is. But Olivia gonna be up there 30 days and 30 nights live. She gonna do that. But now it look like she's not live as much. I guess she don't have a whole lot going on. But I'm hoping that she makes sure she got a bag packed. Cause I'm thinking it's about time for to have that baby. And when she had that baby, maybe she'll come back with some decent content because Olivia ain't really got no she ain't got nothing going on over there either. On time she really get some traction if she go back and forth with Jasmine or she sit there and speak on her husband. Now she has a thing what she called loyalty gang and that they pretty much her supporters. If they don't want to watch her, they ain't got to. But Olivia gotta realize majority of the people over there that watch her, they're just like her. So ain't no need of going back and forth with those people telling them people what they can and can't watch. You should just put out the content and be quiet. Olivia pretty much is one of those people she like to prove points to people and she's not confident within herself. She might act like she is, she got all this self-esteem, but no, she don't. Olivia's self-esteem is really, really in the toilet. And the reason why I say that is because if her self-esteem was not in the toilet, she would not sleep with random men. Now, if I'm lying, then somebody tell me in the comments that I'm lying, but I don't think that's a lie. All her kids are out. The last couple of kids she had are by random men. She does not know those men. She no longer with those men, and she cannot tell me she knew them men. Now, allegedly, according to YouTube Street, a lot of people saying she might have met those men on websites. I'm beginning to believe that. Now, Grandpa Bay, the last guy she was with, she might have met him in her city. But Gamer Bay is kind of, I don't know. I'm thinking more so that she met that man on the app. That's what it's giving. Now, I would love for somebody to tell me who the baby daddy is. Now, I've heard people say who speculate and say who they think that baby daddy is, but we still don't know for sure because Olivia sleeps with random men. She might say she don't, but yes, she does. Olivia's self-esteem is way out there. I don't understand the stuff that she do. When she brought game up, Grandpa Bay around them kids, I said, yeah, she done lost her mind. She don't know nothing about that man. That man could be in trouble for kids. I'm just saying like that. But you have to do a background check on men before you bring around your children. You can't just bring people into your home and your space. You know, you have to protect your energy, especially when you have children. But Olivia do any and everything for that YouTube check and for that so-called content. But she won't do what she need to do, and as far as be a real mama to her kids. She got 2 kids over there, and she don't have the other three. But you would think she would stay in Texas so she could be close to her kids. Now, at first I thought maybe she was doing that because she running. I don't know. Some reactors debunked it. They said, no, they don't think she's running from child support. But she never says anything about paying it either. So I don't know. Hopefully, that ain't why she moved to Cali. But we'll keep watching and we'll see why she moved. Hopefully, she'll spill the beans or either some will come off. Hopefully, she paying her child support. I hope she got sense enough to do it this round. Because she don't want to go back to jail. I'm telling you, that ain't what she need to be, especially with just having a kid or be pregnant. Because first time she was pregnant. But hopefully, we'll look over there and about, I'm thinking around about I'm thinking about any day now. She ought to be ready to have that baby. Now I don't know what y'all thinking, but that's what I'm thinking. She ought to be ready to pop at this point. But hopefully Gamer Bay is the dad. I'm gonna have to tell you why I hope he is. I think Gamer Bay might. It's a small possibility he might want to be in that kid's life. Cause AJ dad to act like he don't want him. Now we know who actually Kailani dad is. That man a piece of work. I don't know what she saw in that man outside the fact that she just was, lusting. Cause he obviously had other kids. I know she didn't do her actual background on him. She didn't take time to find out who that man was. Because she had a sound mind, she would never had no child with him. That man is, he's a no. But yeah, I just want to get on here and touch base with you guys. A lot of people maybe are looking for me, maybe trying to figure out why I wasn't posting. Most time I wasn't posting because I be on TikTok a lot. I really don't be over here a lot, but I'm gonna come back and try to be consistent and react and do what I like to do. Hopefully you guys will support. And if you can, I want you guys to like, share, and comment on this particular video. And I see you guys on the next video. Bye guys.